Hello, everyone. My name is Rihanna Palmer, and today I'm going to talk to you about a functional analysis of behavior. So, this can be used to assess the problem behavior as well as the behavior effect. The antecedents and consequences are used in the learner's natural environment, and the conditions are repeated throughout the entire experimental period. The different contingencies for a functional analysis include the play or control condition, attention, alone, escape, or access to tangibles. In the play or control condition, the problem behavior may be low because reinforcement is always going to be available to them and no demands are going to be placed. Preferred activities will, like I said, always be available. So if they do start to engage in, for instance, a tantrum, we would not withhold the items that they were playing with at the time. We just more so kind of like redirect them to something else. In the attention condition, the attention of the observer is diverted or withheld. When problem behavior occurs, it may be mildly reprimanded, and the behavior is maintained by social positive reinforcement. So, if you're tantruming for my attention in this time period for what we're trying to analyze, I would not I wouldn't ignore it. It would be more so like a hey, I see that you're trying to get my attention, or it looks like you might want to talk to me about something if they are engaging in that tantrum. And then that's how we would kind of like redirect that at that moment. In the alone condition, there's going to be a low level of environmental stimuli, and the maladaptive behaviors that we see may be ignored again or redirected. And even when we say ignored, it's not just ignoring the child, it's more so ignoring what they're trying to get out of that function. Like if they're tantruming for time to be alone and you're always around them, you're in their face for your whole 2 hour session, then at that moment we would remove ourselves from them, like give them a break or have them to ask for alone time. And then within the functional analysis, we'll bounce back and forth from having someone in the room to test if the individual is really engaging in that tantrum to be alone. With the alone condition, there are some advantages and disadvantages. The advantages include that there's going to be clear variables, and clear variables make it easier to implement the procedures. Disadvantages would be that the approach can result in an increase of the problem behavior, and the behavior may also acquire many new functions. In the contingent escape condition, tasks are given to the individual and models or full or partial prompting may be used. Temporary breaks are also provided in termination of highly demanding tasks, such as a homework assignment, and the behavior may be maintained by negative reinforcement in this case. So if the individual is again engaging in this tantrum at the dinner table when you're trying to work with them on math reception, and maybe they're engaging in this tantrum to escape what's being presented to them. Maybe this task is just too demanding for them to take on. In the tangible condition, the individual is given access to activities and toys. Then the activity is removed unless preferred activities are available. If the problem behavior occurs, then the preferred activity is returned. In this scenario, behavior is maintained by positive reinforcement to access to tangibles. So if the kiddo is then engaging in another tantrum and we're trying to figure out what are they tantruming for, and you see that there's a toy car right in front of them and they're reaching for it but they can't necessarily get it, we can then say that they would most likely be engaging in a tantrum for access to a tangible item. And the references that I used was the article Toward a Functional Analysis of Self-Injury in the Journal of in the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis. And I hope you all do well in the rest of the class. Thanks for listening. Bye.